What if someone told you that you do not have a right to life and that you are not fully human? Would you consider this to be hate speech? What if you were told you have no value and I have the right to kill you? Would you consider this hate speech? But what if I am your mother and you are a fetus? Would you still think these comments rise to the level of hate speech? Language that dehumanized and delegitimizes a human life is considered hate speech unless it is a mother talking to their unborn child. The unborn are not protected against hate speech, they are not protected against dehumanization, they are not protected against violence or murder. But the mother is. At what point does equality begin? Where does love and compassion start? At what point does a human life have rights? At what stage in a person's life do we say this life is protected against unprovoked attacks, attempts on their life and death? We protect animal life, plant life, and the environment generally, and often with draconian penalties. Remember the outcry when baby seals were being clubbed. A sizable number of persons do not even want geese to be culled to reduce overpopulation. Why is there a lack of compassion for the unborn? What other life is treated as property and worse, as property without any legal protections, restrictions or regulations on what the owner does with it? Governments impose restrictions on what we can do with our homes. The state limits what can be done with houses by means of zoning regulations. Cars are private property, but they are regulated as to how and where they can be operated. What exists on this planet that the state has not written rules and regulations for, other than the unborn human? The womb is a no-go zone for governments. The state can restrict what foods and drugs we can use. The state can mandate vaccines and force us to wear clothes. Governments can and do regulate what we can have on our bodies and put in our bodies. But the womb is beyond the reach of the law. The state controls everything above the earth and everything under the earth and regulates everyone on the earth, but the womb is bounded by a barrier and a boundary that the state cannot penetrate. Not even the border of a nation is as protected from forces outside of it as is the womb. Dogs are protected, cats are protected, even rodents have some protection against being subjected to a cruel death. Yet, a fetus has no protection. The fetus is the least protected thing on the planet. The womb is protected but not the contents. Why is that?